Magneto, I presume?
Come, we must hurry.
Your solicitude is appreciated, I assure you. I regret, however, that
What are you waiting for?
my day in court, actually. Professor Xavier and I feel...
Xavier? Charles Xavier had you break into the Mutant Control Agency?
Reluctantly, I assure you.
And he would leave you to rot in prison?
Not at all. My trial serves a purpose. It shall prove my innocence and the righteousness of our cause.
What chance does a mutant have, tried by normal humans?
Cover that hole with fire! Don't let him
Are these the people whose laws you trust? They don't seem to share your sense of brotherhood.
They only fight because they fear us. Because they don't yet understand.
They do understand. Our mutant powers make us superior. That is why they fear us.
That is why I must stand trial. They must see that we are not a threat to mankind.
Hello everyone,
but
and
are a
welcome to
part of
another
it.
episode of Gospel X, the Gospel according to the X-Men for February the 23rd, 2016. And my name is Jonathan Chan, and this is my friend Henry, and coincidentally, we're at a coffee shop doing this recording at Waves Coffee. Now, just a FYI, they are not sponsoring this series, we just so happen to be here, but we might as well give a good plug to them since they have been a really good host and allowing us to use this room to record this. So, Henry, we just watched our folks already watched this scene that we picked. Why did we pick it?
Okay, well, I just want to say that this scene was very interesting because when Magneto breaks into the prison to rescue Beast, Beast has an opportunity to escape and basically be free and not be a prisoner anymore.
Yeah.
But instead, he says that he chooses to work within the confines of society's legal system, and he does this because the reason why he's there is because they had wanted to go and stop the mutant registration program that was killing mutants.
Yeah.
And this is done because human culture and society is saying that mutants are dangerous,
Right.
that mutants should be feared and they should be eliminated.
And that was within their culture.
Yeah, and that was within their culture. And what Beast is saying is, no, mutants can be a part of human culture. I'm going to show you that I'm not a threat, I'm not dangerous, and that I can work within human culture and integrate.
Yeah. And so he's using that podium at the trial to actually speak forth that and say, and for those who may not be familiar with the episode, he does end up in the trial, in the court, and he quoted a poem saying that, hey, like, mutants need warmth, mutants do bleed when they get cut, mutants do need love, and so we are the same as you humans. It's don't feel threatened, right? So what I'm hearing from you, Henry, is that the humans, well, people in general, they feel threatened that their culture, the way they want to live. So just an FYI, how we define culture is the way people want to live. So mutants right now, the X-Men, basically is a threat to human culture. And human culture right now is putting up arms. And unfortunately, also the law itself protects human culture. And is that right?
Well, human culture in this way is basically fearing and feeling threatened by this unknown, this other group of people that is brand new, they've never seen before, they're unfamiliar with it, they're not sure of who they are or what they can do,
Right.
and instead of trying to seek out and understand, they feel like their best course of action is to put in some laws to ban them, to stop them, and basically to make them unwelcome in their society.
For the sake of
Human culture. For the sake of human culture.
The way we want to live, right?
Yeah.
So Henry, this, I just can't help myself, but are there any parallels with regards to this X-Men episode and with Christians today?
Oh, absolutely. There's tons of parallels. Let's just throw out a big one out there. Canada just legalized same-sex marriage.
Well, not just, but yeah.
Yeah,
that's right. It's a recent day.
Yeah,
It's a recent
it was recent, in the course of human history, right? Okay.
Right,
So,
it happened in this century.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
And basically that law was put in place to protect culture, to protect a moral culture.
You mean the law that says that marriage has to be heterosexual?
Exactly.
It's to protect culture.
Yeah, it's to protect culture. And it wasn't there to protect people.
No.
It wasn't there to protect people. It was there to protect culture. Because whoever disagreed with that lifestyle, they could continue living whichever lifestyle they chose to.
Mm-hmm.
They just didn't want other people to live an opposing viewpoint.
Right. And so, how I'm reading this is that as a pastor and as a person who runs a Christian charity, I deal with many Christians out there who feel a little bit on the fence of whether this is right or wrong. But I also have to bring up a point, in which Henry alluded to, and made a great point, is that for us as Christians, we have to be very conscious of whether we are protecting our own culture or whether it is actually protecting the gospel. Whether our salvation is really at stake with regards to, let's say, what Henry brought up is the same-sex marriages. Is that really going to detriment and compromise the gospel in any way, or compromise your salvation or my salvation? I don't think so. But it is more like it's actually a threat. We might see it as a threat to the way how we want to live, but may not be how others want to live, right? So, here's an example. I'm sure some of you have received emails from various Christian groups saying that we have to guard our children, guard our schools from this Soji 123, and ironically, the title of their emails is called Culture Guard. So if you think about it, what are they actually protecting? The gospel or culture? And with the title of that email, it's culture. And should we actually develop laws to protect how we want to live, or should we develop laws to protect the very people that it's supposed to protect the rights and freedoms of people? We have no right to impose lifestyles or impose any lifestyle choices that other people make. We're not supposed to do that, because that's just not the gospel's teaching. The gospel is supposed to give life and supposed to draw people to Jesus and to be empowered and be filled by the Holy Spirit. So, culture guard is just something that's so blatantly clear that their actions, the Christians' actions, are mainly just to protect how they want to live. And I think both you and I agree that no, that shouldn't be the case.
No. I feel like as a Christian, your decisions and your choices have to come out of love, and not out of emotions like fear or anger, or just a sense of insecurity, because the gospel never said to go out there and change laws and bash people
with those laws.
Yeah, and to prevent people from living, or to go and or to prevent them from being socially accepted in society. The Bible says to accept everyone
and to love them.
That comes first.
And allow God to work in their lives, right? Like, we have no right to do the conversion business because we don't have the pay grade for it. What we should be doing is just to allow people, or what my friend would say, my pastor friend would say, creating imaginative spaces so that people can encounter God. Okay. So that is all. Let's wrap it up. Thank you for joining us in our discussion. I'm sure a lot of you have some points to ponder and want to relay back to us what you think and feel. Feel free to send us a message, post it on Facebook, email us at jonathan@companyofdisciples.com to relay your questions and thoughts and opinions. I would gladly receive them. But till next time, enjoy your weekend. Have a blessed weekend. And until next time, see you later.
All right, bye.